We love hip hop.
Me Too. Okay? But I think we got to put a spin on this. Me Too, nigga. Remember the Me Too movement? Like that came out maybe a few years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was mostly targeted at all of the Harvey Weinsteins and all these different like white people in power.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though like Bill Cosby kind of got caught up into that, like he's still like in the quote unquote, he's not in the hip hop community. Okay. But now there's a resurgence, I feel, of Me Too, but it's Me Too nigga.
Yeah. Well, I won't call us nigga, but I will call us melanated.
Or Me Too black man.
Yeah. Even that's the curse word too. We'll go melanated, colored, you know
what I'm saying? Because now
coppered people.
the whole thing with Diddy came out. Actually, we haven't talked about it till exhaust because more allegations have popped out since the whole Cassie allegations.
Yes, it has.
He settled for an undisclosed amount, obviously, but since then, I think he has like 2 more lawsuits.
Yeah, third one has come up.
Yeah,
very much so.
Right, one from back in his Howard days. Somebody claimed that he was a little bit too forceful with him, with her in hotel room or something like that from when he was back in his college days. But now Jamie Foxx is in the mix.
Yeah, and I don't believe that part.
You don't believe the Jamie Foxx one, eh?
I heard the story and I was kind of like, I don't want to sound like a chauvinistic. I don't want to sound like that guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing, fam. There's something called, and this is in New York specifically, called the Victims Act.
Yeah, and it's up to a couple years, like so a certain amount of years.
They basically opened it up for a year.
Yeah,
November of 2022 to November of 2024 or 2023. I mean, November 24th of 2023. Okay, so the deadline was yesterday for
right? For everybody to come out.
So in that time now, for anybody who's had any cases that are past the statute of limitations, you can bring your case up if you didn't decide to try it back then, you can bring it up within that year.
Yeah.
Okay, within the year that's just ended now.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are coming out the woodworks for people like Diddy. We see the one here for Jamie Foxx. But then what also happens is you get a lot of people who are coming to a bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? You can get, you'll get positive stuff happening like, I'm finally ready to speak up. But then this also leaves room for the frauds.
Very much so. And then the cash grabs.
Exactly.
Right? Thinking that they're going to get a payout, right? It's very hard. Like, I just want to say, like, if something happens to a woman, I would hope they would come to, like, even if their brother, their mother, their dad, or anybody, even the authorities, within 48 hours. Within, if you can, like, whether you're scared or not, because you got to think of it like this. Most criminals, when they do things, they're scared. That's why they're now on the run, or that's why they don't want you to tell, you know what I'm saying? Because they're scared.
They're scared to go to jail.
Yeah. So you gotta like think like that. Like they're eluding everybody, so you gotta be the strong woman to be like, nah, you did that, nigga. Like you're gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in a certain amount of time, because it sounds really messed up, especially when it comes to like, successful men, and maybe they were in an encounterment with this lady or anything, but like, something didn't go through to the lady's plan, and then now they're coming with it. It sounds more hurt and disgruntled, right?
Yeah, so scorned, basically.
Yeah, so like, you got to see it like their lawyers will make a lot of women look crazy too.
Well, that's part of the reason why a lot of women, and I wish we had a woman on this panel here for this discussion.
Yes.
Well, a lot of women don't come forward because they get embarrassed. They're embarrassed even for it happening in the first place. And then two, a lot of times people don't believe them.
Because of how long they might take.
No, I'm talking about they come out right away. Yeah. It's somebody powerful. That person finds a way to mute all their shit.
I think that's the biggest thing. It's like
they get muted.
Yeah, like they're not. Nobody. It's gonna be like to the masses. People are gonna look at it like you didn't do that. That didn't happen to you. We don't believe you. Like really, we don't, because they see that person. They hold that person power on such a high pedestal that to even imagine them doing something wrong, it's like
Well, that's what I'm saying. But if it's in a 48-hour ruling, B, it's very possible.
Makes it easier to. I understand.
Like,
It makes
you know
it
what I'm
easier to
saying?
believe.
Like,
Yeah, for sure.
it will be believable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they'll look into where he was, what he was doing around those times. You know what I mean? And shit will
Yeah.
add up. But now, if you wait 15 years to now say something that happened in the span of 5 minutes and where, when, and how, and there, bro, it's very easy for them to shut you up then.
You're like, why now?
They
Yeah,
can
that's
shut
what
you up.
happens.
Yeah.
You hear it. People say, well, why did, even with Cassie, why did she wait this amount of time?
That's different though, dog, because they all knew. Certain people knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she had it like she was in a different type of situation, dog. Like she was being held captive. It almost looked like she was under a spell.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. You know what I mean? And then they broke the spell and she got away. You know?
Yeah. It becomes a slippery slope. That's why a lot of women, it's not as easy for them to just say, all right, I'm just going to go tell. Right?
No, it's
that
not.
person even could have something over them, right? Like, yo, you go and you tell about what I did and you'll never work in this town again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's maybe the chance you have to take because they're never going to be in that town again. If you do it really legally the right way it's supposed to be done.
Hopefully.
They will not. Yeah, hopefully.
Right?
And
what if that person, because of all the power and money they have and attorneys, they find a way to beat the case? For example, R. Kelly, he only got him now.
yeah.
But remember, he beat that first case.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now, and I don't know how that even came to pass where, was it the woman who was like, yo, he peed on me, or was it like people found out?
The parents, there was a tape, bro.
Yeah, but like, how did it come to where it was like, now we're accusing you? Because at the time, he got accused
Yeah.
and he beat it. He said it was his brother. So let's say this is the victim. Okay, hypothetically, because I don't remember exactly how it went down.
Yeah.
Let's say the victim was the one accusing him, saying, you peed on me, Ray Tay Tay, all right? And you know, underage, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he beat that case back in the days.
Yeah.
Now, Shorty has egg on her face because it's like, I tried to come with it around the time it happened, and he was able to skate. You know what I'm saying? And now he's gone on to do mad hits, songs for Celine Dion, all types of stuff. Only now with the whole the documentary and stuff that came out, they finally were like, okay, let's fry this guy. But remember, he got away the first time.
Yeah, but
so that victim never got their justice.
Yeah, but I heard the victim was still with him.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's the case. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of a different case.
There's a whole different case with that.
Yeah.
Right? This guy, like, okay, with now his new 2 charges, I bet you Diddy gonna fight those. He ain't giving nobody shit. Now you got to really go and prove that shit.
Let's see.
You know what I'm saying?
He better fight these ones because he didn't fight the first one. And now we're all looking at him like, okay, well, you must be guilty. You gave her money.
But that's a personal relationship he had with that lady. So she knows a lot more than anything.
She knows where the bodies are.
She knows where everything.
You mentioned cash grabs earlier too. Like
the rest are cash grabs.
The first one went through, check cleared. So like maybe it's like, yo, maybe it's easy to just accuse him and get paid for it.
Yeah,
exactly what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And it's all an attack on honestly, I'll be real, Black Hollywood right now. Black American, they're killing our childhood.
Okay, so you unhatched another thing then. I'm glad you went there.
Murdering our childhood, bro. Mine especially.
Is it an indictment like they're trying to take the black man down? Or has there a lot of niggas been out there been moving dirty?
But yo, that's in our okay, listen, men are hunters, right? I'm not giving them a crazy excuse for this.
Careful.
I'm just trying to, yeah, very much so. But I'm going to make you look at it on another perspective, even as a woman, right? Like, I hope they look at it like, bro, in the hip hop industry, especially with men and women, when you're young, everybody talking about their dick, every woman talking about their big breasts or their big ass, right? And it's a high sexual thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now with the people that are going to the extra mile of this shit, that's on them, right? It depends what you want to do with your extracurricular activities and how far you want to go.
Yeah.
Right? Now I'm saying this. They're making it where they know, like, okay, it's hard times out here. It's hard times. It's really economically, like, it's globally.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's doing something for something now. They're gonna get you. So if you promised a woman back in the day in 91, yeah, I'm gonna take you on tour, and you met her at Freaknik and you having a freak off, right? you're not thinking in 2023 now. This same person's coming back, but but a lot of them know that some of them are gonna come back, right? So they do pay out and do all that shit.
Yeah, NDAs.
Yeah, but right now, no, because some of those women were young freaks too.
Yeah,
let's just be real. And now if they have a husband and children, and maybe that's probably some of the fights they're having. Like, yo, you used to sleep with this nigga.
Yeah,
right?
I used to sleep with everybody.
Yeah, you used to sleep with everybody. Blah, blah, blah. You better go get some, and you got no bread, and I'm taking care of you?
Yeah.
Bro, there's little things now. A woman gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna go get that bread. He raped me. You know, like I see like where the shit's going, right? And then like if these guys have people higher up against them too, right? They didn't pay out, they didn't do what they had to do, let's just say. It's easy to go at these people who they can find out who are broke and be like, yo, listen, I know you used to have something with it. Go at him right now because this is what's going on in behind the scenes.
But can we also agree
so it's an attack?
Like on the other side of that too, like back in the days, some of those women might have felt like, you know, like the Freakniks of the world and all these different events that used to happen back in the 90s especially. They might have felt violated and just didn't feel the voice or have the voice to be like, I didn't like what you did to me, nigga. Like the G Thing video, right? We watched the Ain't Nothing But a G Thing video. In that video, they sprayed a girl with beer because she's acting too bougie. She don't really want to talk to nobody. So in the end of the video, they spray her with beer. Or there's the one girl, she's playing volleyball or whatever.
And they take off her
top.
Yeah.
Right? It's all in fun. Everybody's laughing in the video, but that girl, in all actuality, might have felt violated.
Very much so.
You know what I'm saying? And she might have even been just laughing just to like be like,
let me get out of here.
You know what I'm saying? Just make everybody feel comfortable. I don't want to mess up the mood. But like when she went home, she might have been like, yo, what the hell did these guys do to me?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I would hope they never went back to those type of things ever again.
But like that was normalized for so long, like in our culture.
Yeah.
That like we feel that like the women didn't care, but like now it's coming to part that they actually do care. They did care. Like the Freaknik documentary, a lot of the women were like, well, I don't want to see that.
I know because now they're CEOs and they're all types of, they got important, they got husbands and.
Yeah, but some of those CEOs might have been like, yo, I was having fun. And then some of those CEOs might have been like, that was a time when I felt violated and I don't want to relive that. You know what I'm saying? By seeing this documentary, like that wasn't a good time for me that weekend.
So then would you say that if you were going to now attack, no, I won't say attack, but if you were going to now claim these allegations on a person, would you really be looking for the money or would you just be looking for the justice? That's where it's coming. That's where I'd want to know. Why do you want money? Why does it have to be about money? Why wouldn't it just be about justice and you want to see the person behind a jail wall instead of money?
I think money is the root of all these issues because like
how? When you came to the person, you didn't have no money and then they violated you because they have money, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so now you took 15 years to say something or you took that many years. Bro, why do you want money? You already have money. You should be good. You want justice, if anything.
Yeah.
So why do we have to have a Jane Doe? Why? Why wouldn't you just put out your fucking name or just make yourself known and be like, no, I want justice. This nigga got to go to jail.
The embarrassment, fam.
Okay,
that's
so
why.
if it's embarrassing, you want money or do you want justice?
Well, and you know.
How embarrassing is it if you're a Jane Doe? How embarrassing is it if really no one knows? But you may be an immediate friend and your husband or your mama or somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the person and God.
Well,
how is it really that embarrassing?
You got to take the shoe.
It only becomes embarrassing when you let it out.
Well, you got to put the shoe on the other foot, right? With men don't usually deal with as much of this type of activity, right? But it does happen with men, right? Men who were like maybe molested when they were a kid by a woman.
Yes.
Right? It's weird because with men, niggas is like, people will be like, well, come on, fam, you got some when you were younger, right? But homie might have felt violated. It's embarrassing for the guy to say like, yo, I was molested when I was a kid. Look at Hassan Campbell, who we'll be talking about later. Like, it was an embarrassing thing for him to bring up that he had that whole thing with Africa Mambata. So there's a lot of people who have been violated and they're like, I'm embarrassed to talk about this with the public. Like this is, they felt violated. They don't want everybody to know about it. They want justice. but they don't need everybody to put them on blast now.
Whoa. Now, then why would it be public? It's public now.
Because you're going at a public figure.
Exactly. So you could keep it behind the scenes though.
Well, that's the thing.
Hold on. You could keep it behind the scenes because remember, Cassie tried to keep it behind the scenes.
And he wouldn't go
budge,
for it.
He didn't budge. So she put it out there.
Yes.
All right. Do you think these people even tried to attempt to get it done behind the scenes?
I think that there's people who are actually doing shit behind the scenes that we don't know about. And he's fighting those ones too. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing the ones that are in front of the scenes. But he's probably got like another 3 that we don't even know about. That are like, he had to pay off, or they're like, or else. And he's like, okay, just give me a little bit of time. I'm dealing with these ones right now in the public. You know what I'm saying? But there's like 3 more up his ass paws that are like, yo, fam, where's mine?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll sue you like criminally if you don't pay me off at this point.
That you're back against the wall. So some of them are going to, I think he's going to fight some of them because like, how can you?
He has to.
Yeah, because how you going to really prove it now that you ain't just some disgruntled woman, fan, groupie, you know what I mean? Like
it's on him to prove it now because
it's on him.
He looks crazy under the light now that Cassie is exposed to shit, right? So now anybody else who comes out of the woodworks, it's not their fault. It's Puff's fault.
Yeah, I get
even if they're lying.
I get you, even if they're lying. But now you're gonna see it like that person. With her, it was a relationship. It's like a wife. Yeah. It's like when Ike was Tina. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like she had shit to say after.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The other wife, the mother of his children, ain't even here to say nothing.
Exactly. She had a tell-all book.
Yeah.
And she was about to release everything on his ass.
Fam, I was watching something on Gene Deal yesterday, his ex-bodyguard, and he's been spilling the tea, bro. He's been giving it up, fam.
Yes, he has been.
Like he's a disgruntled, he could be looked at as a disgruntled employee. But like now that all of this stuff is coming out, they've been going to him like the art of dialogue, like, yo, so tell us more. What do you think about this? Were you there when this happened?
But that's a way to get a check too. Because he ain't paid them niggas neither.
Well, that's the thing. If you have a bad relationship with people, period, with business, now if something happens where like your personal stuff starts coming up, ain't nobody gonna hold you down.
No one's gonna hold you down. Maybe this is what he wanted.
What's Jadakiss saying? What's any of the guys who signed to him saying? Ain't nobody popping up and saying, oh no, Diddy ain't did that.
No, they all had.
They're just silent.
They all had problems with him.
Yeah.
They all had problems with him. Styles P had to throw a chair at his ass.
Like, where's TMZ pulling up on Jada coming out the airport?
You know, that's the thing. A lot of people are also going to be quiet too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because they probably seen that shit and they were like, oh man.
Thank God it's out, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot of conspiracy theories towards him and everything he's going through right now. But I'm speaking on a level of like the attack. I don't feel it's an attack on all. Okay, after him, there's been so much other guys coming like now out. Even Cuba Gooding Jr.,
Aaron
Hall. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then after Will Smith was 2 weeks ago, like it was like. Yo, bro.
That got blew over quick.
Right? But I'm just saying that is like assassination to our whole hip hop culture in a sense.
Yeah, one by one, they're just taking them all out.
They're going to take us out, people.
All the 90s, people from the 90s.
They want them.
You're out of here.
Yeah.
But you know what? I ain't mad at it, fam.
Neither am I.
Because I feel like a lot of these motherfuckers was moving super dirty back then.
And they were gatekeeping the shit. And they wouldn't let you in, and they're capitalizing off of people's talent, family, yo, bro.
Yeah, and they're the ones who created that whole, you want to get across in this, you want to get into this music game to the ladies? Come to my studio.
Or Turkish bathhouse.
Yeah, like they switched the game on a lot of women that created the template of women saying, I got to worry about going to the studio because is it really about the music or not? Like, it's these guys who set the precedent. These guys from the 90s, the 80s, and the Rockmans and all that. But the hip hop that grew up in the 90s and all that, with all these guys who are getting exposed now, they were doing dirty shit back in the days, and maybe it needs to be exposed.
Of course, it's being exposed, just like everything is being exposed.
Like our childhood needs to get ruined because these mans weren't moving right.
I know.
If they were moving right, and then everybody's lying on them, and our childhood's getting ruined because of all these lies, it's one thing. But like, nah, fam, you guys are all dirtbags.
Yeah.
The rich and powerful do fuck shit.
Yes.
Behind the scenes.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Man get so bored after just doing everything they can do sexually because now you got all the money to do whatever you want. Threesomes, foursomes, fivesomes. Then it's like, oh, let me try some other stuff.
You know, a very rich, successful person told me before. They're like, because I asked them, how do you've done everything? They're like, yeah. And then anytime I just do it again.
Just do it again. Run it back. Run that fivesome back again.
He just does it again.
No so robots in the room.
If he's been skydiving, he goes skydiving again. You know what I'm saying? Maybe with a different person, but like he does it again. He doesn't do nothing extraordinary, extra, over the top to top the last time he went. Like no.
Let me try a chocolate bath.
That's how you die. That's how you die. You know what I mean? And you don't get to see the money.
Yeah.
So I just think personally, they're coming for his money. They're coming for all of these dudes and their paper. I think personally, there's some higher ups that are the real diddlers, and they're putting the fall on our childhood, our like hip hop acts and everything like that, because their whole thing was to always kill this hip hop shit.
Well, they're doing a great job of it now.
They're doing the best job, bro. If you really take down the execution on how they did it, genius.
Nasty.
I'll give them it, man.
Well, listen, man.
Round of applause to the higher ups that want to murk this thing that was only specifically supposed to be for the youths in the ghetto.
Kudos to you devils.
You devils.
Great job.
We can't have nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
2025, there will be no hip hop.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're gonna really be rapping on a techno beat. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be foreign.
Well, listen, country
really,
making a comeback.
Yeah, country too. Underground. It's gonna be underground hip hop again, where you like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you got a tape from one of the man, you're locked.
I heard hip hop's making a comeback.
Yeah, this
that's
is like
the 2026 kids. I heard hip hop might be making a comeback.
Like, dog.
What's hip hop again?
You're right. They're gonna change it, bro.
Ain't nobody listen to that shit.
Yeah. They're gonna change it up. They're gonna switch it up on us. Remember, I said that,
it's the new curriculum in history now.
Man. They're gonna be like, it's like rock and roll. It died.
Oh man, I'm getting bad flashbacks of the 80s. I'm an old head where like they used to diss me in school. Like, what? You listen to hip hop? They used to do that beatbox thing to me.
Right?
That's what you listen to? They used to make fun of me for listening to hip hop.
Wowzers.
And like hip hop came and took over the whole shit. It's gonna go back to the whole way.
So imagine that flipping parent that's a higher up old wrinkly man. Like, what?
No, but like now in 2025, kids are gonna be back in school. Like, what, you listen to hip hop? What is that stuff with the auto tune on it?
They'll be saying, you know what they're gonna say? They're gonna be like, yo, they're all gay, they're all this, they're all that, bro.
Go listen to some real music, bro. Go listen to some Afro beats or some country, bro. You loser hip hop head.
Even reggae. Even they'll be like, yo, even reggae is good.
Yeah,
you know, reggae is good. Yeah, because they burn out everything.
Wow, that's a crazy world, fam. When people start making fun of you for listening to hip hop because you're just a degenerate because you listen to that stuff. Wow.
That's what they're going to do.
Wow.
They're going to murder it inside out, dog.
Oh,
inside out, within, and then you'll see it. Never again will appear.
No, man, you just made me sad, bro.
Yo, it's very sad.
Let's get off of this topic,
it hurts me to see what they're doing, bro. I'm like, wow.
You just made me depressed, bro.
This podcast is going to be a history channel.
Oh, man. We love something else, man. Start it now, man. Holy. Speaking of hip hop, let's keep it into
what's still alive of it.
No, it's gonna be called "We Loved Hip Hop."
We used to love hip hop.
Yo, that's crazy.
That shit got killed.
We love hip hop.